In today's video, we are going to be discussing zebras, what they're used for, how they're used, and if you even really need them. What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy BC Views, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. Hope everybody's doing good for the new year. So, zebras. Why do we use them? Why do we need them? Just a disclaimer before we get started. I know there are a lot of channels that discuss zebras. There are channels that have a minute video. There are channels that have 20 minutes. Look, I'm to each his own, but I'm letting you know right now, you're not getting 20 minutes out of me for something as simple as zebras. It's not rocket science, I promise you. Anybody can get this down. But yeah, if you're looking for more in-depth explanation to zebras in general, it ain't gonna be here. So I'm gonna save you 20-30 minutes of your life and let you know the simple and easiest ways to use zebras. Not to say these are the only ways you can use them, because trust me, it can get deep. But that's not what we're doing today at all. So what are zebras? What am I seeing when I see these white and black stripes all over my monitor? Well, it's just a warning indicator, and it's letting you know your highlights are blown out, or whatever level your zebras are set to, that's where you're at. It's that simple. Now, depending on what you're doing, what your profession is, maybe you're a photographer and you use zebras to make sure you're not overexposed. So you want to set your zebras up to 90. Or maybe you're making a video and you're trying to expose correctly based on your skin color or the background or the shirt you're wearing. So maybe your zebra level isn't all the way up to 90, but it's even lower, where mine right now is at 41. So depending on what you're actually doing and what you're exposing for is gonna factor pretty heavily in how you use your zebras to begin with. Now, I know in the beginning I told you I wasn't gonna go into depth, and I'm not. This is as deep as it goes for me. We need to take a look at this chart. Now, what this chart is our exposure chart for zebras. 0 being the lowest or the darkest, all the way up to 10 being the brightest. Remember earlier I told you I was exposed to 41. So just to keep things simple, just go ahead, take that number, times it by 10, boom, you got your exposure level. Obviously, you can tell by my skin color, I'm a dark man, so I'm using 40, 41, 50-ish is my range to expose properly for my skin. Someone that's a little paler or a Caucasian man, they may need to crank that up a little bit just to get the exposure right. So in case you missed it, that's definitely one way you can use zebras in making sure you're exposed properly. Dialing in your zebra range where you want it to be based on how you're exposing or what you're exposing for, and going from there. So what you're looking at right now is my camera view on my phone using an app. This is not a monitor, but is a great substitute, and I will be doing a video on it soon. What you're looking at is my camera view with zebras. Now my zebra level or range is set to 50 with a level range of plus or -1. So 51, 49. And just to show you, I'm going to go into the menus. Boop. So again, the level's 50, my range plus or -1. What that means is when I'm around the 50 level, you're gonna start seeing zebras. Now, if I darken the image here by just bringing the aperture, turning my aperture, you'll see those zebras go away, right? And as I bring it back up, you'll see them again. So again, that's one way of knowing or reassuring you're exposed properly. And this is how people use zebras in more of a headshot setting like this, when you're in a room and you need to be exposed properly for a certain type of skin color or just the area that you're in. So let's try something different. Let's do something on the brighter side. This room's pretty dark and dim, but let's see what happens when we go around, I don't know, something super bright.
So now we have our zebra levels set up to 67, as you can see on the screen. And in case you didn't know, it did snow in Dallas. What we're walking on is pure ice. That's straight ice, people. You can see on the screen, rocking at 67. And yeah, I can't even focus on the video right now. So, as you can see some zebras here and there, but the areas that meet that 67 range, you're going to see zebras. And if I increase the level, they go away. But if I bring it back down, that's exactly where the range is as far as the brightness. Now, if I come out here and the sun's up in the middle of the day, I guarantee you that level is going to go up to 70 or 80. But this will just give you a good idea of how zebras work in general. And if you don't mind, I'm going to go back inside because my hands are freezing. Oh my God, it's cold.
Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. It is 22 degrees in Dallas right now, you guys. I mean, just, you ain't gotta subscribe. Just like, my hands hurt. Appreciate something, please. Please. It's cold out here. Man. I guess I could have used a light. I didn't have to suffer in the freezing cold to show y'all that, but when I was trying to be creative and stuff. So that's it. That's pretty much it, bro. There's nothing to it. Either you're setting your zebras to the range you want them to, or you're setting your zebras up to not go too low or to not go too high and be overexposed. But that's it. That is it. See? Now you can live your life and do what you want to do. And if you want a little more in-depth explanation to what zebras are, then hey, go for it. But anyway, y'all know the drill. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. God bless.